The price of Bitcoin is $25,598. Today it bounced up $500 from the bottom because of the news that BlackRock has filed for a Spot Bitcoin ETF with Coinbase as a crypto custodian. This is particularly interesting given the news that the Hinman documents have recently shown that the SEC is totally confused on regulating crypto, according to Tyler Winklevoss. In today's video, of course, we'll be analyzing the price of Bitcoin, looking at how the crypto markets are performing after yesterday's crash. And don't get me wrong, yesterday's crash, what a terrible crash that was. Honestly, what a really terrible crash that was. Did not enjoy that one at all because Ethereum's price got knocked down very heavily, and of course the Ethereum Bitcoin value, it's been, I mean, just look at this. This is Ethereum's Bitcoin value when all this time since May rallying to the upside, and then in the span of like 5 days is dumped an entire month's worth of gains, which is terrible news for Ethereum holders. And I, of course, do hold a fair bit amount of Ethereum. I also hold a fair amount of Bitcoin. It's just a bit sucky to be seeing this on the price of Ethereum right now. But in today's video, of course, we'll be analyzing the price of Ethereum, analyzing the price of Bitcoin, and of course, today actually, I have a current open trade. And we're going to talk about this current open trade right now. The trade is currently sat $13,800 in a profit. Not bad for 24 hours. However, did take some losses yesterday to the tune of about $20,000. So I'm down about $7,000 in the past 24 hours if you were to just close this trade right now. But I'm going to explain in today's video why I'm leaving this trade open and why I think this time is going to work out. So if you do look forward to that, do drop a like on this video. I'd appreciate it. It helps out so much with the algorithm. As you can see, not the normal setting. This is certainly not my room. So yeah, a lot of things are going on. It's race week this weekend at Oulton Park, so definitely come and say hello at Oulton Park. Racing Saturday and Sunday. Check us out. Type in BTCC on the internet if you want to come and buy tickets. Basically, you're looking for British Touring Car weekends. But either way, slap a like on today's video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I greatly appreciate that. And of course, drop a comment down below with, do you think the price of Bitcoin is going to go up over the next 7 days? Comment yes if you think it is. Comment no if you think it's not. Either way, let's crack on. Why have I got this trade open right now? Why am I $13,800 in a profit? And of course, I took a 20 grand loss yesterday on those trades. It was an unpleasant one, but still, you live and learn, or at least sometimes you learn. I'm sure you've all been in the same boat as me over this past 24 hours. I got it wrong, ultimately. I thought that, there'd be good news that would come out. But of course, naturally, good news in crypto in the middle of a bear market means that Bitcoin's price dumps to the downside. It's inexplicable, but it is what it is. Either way, I'm $753,000 long currently on the price of Bitcoin, and the value of the trade currently is 30 Bitcoin. My entry price on this trade is $25,092, and of course, my liquidation point here is $23,600. However, I'm going to be placing a stop loss at my entry to make sure that I don't get liquidated or anything bad happens on this particular trade. Now, Bitcoin's price, of course, over the past 24 hours, it's been rallying. I mean, over the past few hours since this Spot Bitcoin ETF has been filed. Why is the price of Bitcoin rallying to the upside right now, having had such a terrible day yesterday? Well, that is the key fundamental reason. However, if we were to look at this on a chart right now, it looks actually not that bad. If we were to be looking at this on the daily chart, for example, and we look at this and just use simple indicators, very simple indicators like the MACD right now. MACD looks fairly well bottomed out. Your RSI, well, of course, we're starting to form a kind of a bottoming here on the RSI. You wouldn't expect it to go much lower than this level of support. The reason why I went long here at these price levels is because we hit this level of support, this purple level right here, when we came into contact with it. From my perspective, look, the odds of us breaking to the downside of $25,000, well, that seems pretty low on the first attempt. I would expect several attempts to break to the downside of $25,000. I'd be shocked if it broke down on the first attempt because that support is pretty strong. If you look at how many times it took us to break through that level, 1, 2, 3. It took us 3 attempts to break through it on the first time round, so you'd expect the same thing on the second time round. At the same time, of course, we do have a level of support here that we're currently bounced off of. So, you've got a couple of levels coinciding there. From my perspective, I didn't know the Spot Bitcoin ETF news would come out. That's just coincidental. The market is trading on its own. I just think that right now is a good time to be in a Bitcoin long position because, look, if this trade, for example, from the levels of which I've taken it from here, goes up around 12% in price, that is a very significant profit off that trade. It's about $100,000 profit on that particular trade. So from my perspective right now, what are the odds of Bitcoin going to the upside versus what are the odds of Bitcoin going to the downside? I'd say that Bitcoin is skewed to the upside in terms of the odds right now. Why? Because at the same time as this support level and this support level being hit, we also have a very, very serious cup and handle formation. If we look at the cup right here and the handle out here, a cup and handle formation is typically very bullish and does result in trading back to the upside and then new highs being formed. Again, you would expect trading back up at this $38,000 level. Now, can you imagine snagging in a $1 million long position at these levels down here and then cashing it in when it gets up to $35,000, $40,000? That is, of course, the goal here. Will it happen? I mean, no, I'll be taking profit on this trade way, way, way before $40,000 because, of course, the best way to make money in trading is when you've got profit, take it. Don't get greedy, take the profit, because if you keep banking that profit over time, that profit builds. If you try and make $1 billion on the first trade that you ever take, odds are you will make money first of all, and then you'll lose it because it'll go against you, and then it'll pump back to the upside. So just remember that when trading. And of course, if you are interested in trading, do check out the link in today's video description for BYBIT. That is the exchange platform of which I'm trading on right here. It's a great exchange. And of course, click the link at the top of today's video in the little I button at the corner, just right up here, and it'll come up for a trading tutorial. If you want to learn more about trading, click on that tutorial, give it a watch. If you also want to learn more about trading, actually, one of the best places you can go, cryptosavingexpert.com. Click on the courses section. It's completely free. Sign up, make an account, and then you can learn all about trading on the courses section. In fact, let me just load that up for a second just to show you how quick and easy this is. Literally, all you need to do is sign up. There's a section here called Trading 101. There's also another section here called Margin Trading. Learn both of these two sections. You'll be a complete expert in a very short period of time. Now, in terms of today's cryptocurrency news, what we've got to discuss, world's largest cyber attack. Major hacker groups reportedly team up and target EU banks. The Revel spokesperson clarified that the reason for the attack is money, which is believed to have been made the world mad. It's interesting as this story. Give it a read. Basically, banks are the target of some major cyber attacks at this moment in time. Another interesting bit of news today is that Miami's Bitcoin-friendly mayor, Francis Suarez, is going to run for president of the USA. Will he get it? Well, that remains to be seen. We don't know if he's going to get it yet, but certainly that is good news, and it's also some nice positive publicity for Bitcoin. But of course, right now, Bitcoin needs that positive publicity. Although saying that, does it? Because look how strong Bitcoin dominance is right now. Bitcoin dominance is rallying very, very significantly. It could be that we end up with a Bitcoin bull run, but we just don't have an altcoin bull run or something like that. Ultimately, if you look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, it is dropping like a stone. It is awful to be an Ethereum holder right now, of which I am an Ethereum holder. I also want to point out that a lot of this is probably meme coin profit taking on the Ethereum side from people that would just want to cash that Ethereum back out into USD that is short-term traders. So that will also be having an impact on the price of Ethereum right now. But in terms of Ethereum's price, you would also say that, look, we are sat on this level of support, and it's a pretty key level of support. If you look at price history here, you can see that basically this was resistance, and now we're trading it like support, just like on the Bitcoin chart. At the same time, this level right here is also another level of support. Literally that line, the price line going all the way across the screen, that is another level of support for Ethereum. The price breaking to the downside at this stage, I would be shocked if it went any lower than $1,600, of which it spent the past couple of days kind of toying around with that level. However, I don't really expect it's going to spend particularly long down here. Overall, the market is today looking pretty gosh darn good compared to what it was doing last night. I am long on the price of Bitcoin. Where am I going to take profit on this particular trade? Well, I'd like to be taking profit on this trade around $26,600. But I'd only be taking partial profit at those levels. The idea for me on this one is ladder it up if the price of Bitcoin is going to start rising again, but that remains to be seen. So I'm setting my stop loss at my entry and just letting it ride. Let's see how this one goes over the next couple of weeks. In terms of altcoins, I'm going to be back tomorrow with an altcoin video on the main channel. So make sure you type in That Martini Guy on YouTube, give it a like, give it a follow, and make sure you smash the like on this video as well. Subscribe, like today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.